keep going because we are dedicated to what we do, and we see that people like it, people love it. Rakia was invented in the Balkans back in the 11th century.
Wow.
So it's a very, very old spirit.
I'm Allan Cogan. Join me as I highlight small businesses with interviews on site at distilleries, breweries, and more. My mission is to share the stories of the awesome people behind the craft. Welcome to Crafted Conversations. Well, Kate, thank you so much for having me here at Vetus. I found you guys online, and I've been going around the North Carolina area as I live here now. I've only been here for about a year. And I reached out to you, and you graciously accepted and invited me out. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming out. Thank you for reaching out to me.
Yeah.
I would love to talk about my spirits and get to know you.
Well, I'm really excited because in my limited research I did before reaching out, I saw that you made a lot of brandy.
Yes.
And we were talking off camera before we sat down here that as a Wisconsinite who consumes a lot of brandy, I'm always excited to see a craft distillery do brandy. Everyone's doing whiskey, and which is great. I love whiskey.
Yes.
That's part of why I do this is because of whiskey. But brandy excites me, and I know there's not much of a market for it sometimes, but I really, really commend you for doing it. So,
yes, brandy is not very popular in North Carolina, I find out. But we are trying to educate people on what brandy is. I think a lot of people have the wrong idea or have no idea at all what brandy is. Maybe they've had a cheap one in the past and felt, oh, this is not for me, this is horrible. So we're trying to bring that knowledge to people. And I've had people that said to me, I've never cared for brandy until I tried yours.
Oh, wow.
Which makes me very happy.
Yeah.
They leave after a tasting and they have a new favorite.
That's a pretty big prideful moment.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm curious about you. So you and your husband run this.
Yes.
I'm curious about your story. How did you get to Monroe, North Carolina, and to making brandy as we sit in front of your beautiful still? How did that journey begin?
Oh, that journey began in Bulgaria. We are both from Bulgaria, which is a small country in Eastern Europe. We border Greece, Turkey, Romania. We have the Black Sea, the beautiful Black Sea on the East Coast. I am from the Black Sea town called Varna.
Oh.
And we didn't know each other in Bulgaria. I came to the States in 2006, lived in South Carolina for a while. He had come to the States in 2007 and lived in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So our paths crossed in 2015. We happened to be on the same flight, flying from Charlotte to Sofia. And we met at the airport in Sofia. And a year later, we were dating.
Wow.
So let's see, 2023, I decided to quit my job, my corporate job. And we were going through ideas. What should we do? We wanted to do something together, to have our business together.
Right.
And we love craft spirits. We love distilleries. And my husband grew up on a farm back home. So they have animals, they grow their vegetables, their fruits, and they distill. Because back home, it's not illegal to make your own Rakia, which is fruit brandy.
Right.
So he grew up helping his father and his grandfather distilling. So he knew the process, he knew what fruits to pick, how to do heads, hearts, and tails, where to stop, where to keep distilling. And he just loves it. It's like a hobby to him. Wow. And we went to a few tours at local distilleries here, and he just said, well, why don't we do it? He said, I know I make a good one, a good spirit. Why don't we do this? So we did, and 2 years later, we're here.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yes, yes. We're not going to go into detail of all the hard labor and all the blood, sweat, and tears. We are here.
I think I say this on every episode, every interview I do, is that there's a lofty goal in my brain at some point with my production team on this show, starting our own distillery just for fun. And the more people I talk to, the more I feel very daunted by how much blood, sweat, and tears and work running a small business, and not just any small business, a small business in one of the most regulated industries in America.
Yes.
Which is why I'm very jealous of the fact that Bulgaria has more freedom when it comes to making your own liquor than America does.
As long as you don't sell it.
Yeah, right. Understood. Well, that's fantastic. I did not know before I came here what Rakia was, and you informed me off camera when I first came in that it is just fruit brandy.
Yes.
How big of a part of the culture is it in Bulgaria or that part of the world to distill and to make fruit brandy?
It's a very big part. It's our culture, our heritage. Rakia was invented in the Balkans back in the 11th century.
Wow.
So it's a very, very old spirit. And people take such pride in distilling Rakia. So when you go home, when we were home 2 years ago, everybody wants to give you their Rakia. No, try mine. So if you see me carrying a small plastic Coke bottle with a Fanta cap, it's Rakia inside, right? It's not Coke. So it's like an honor, No, mine is better.
Yeah.
Try mine.
Yeah.
You should. And when you go to have a gathering somewhere, you sit at a table. There is always Rakia because that's our spirit. It's like whiskey for Americans.
Right.
And as I said, people take great pride in distilling their own.
Wow.
Yes.
It's got to be so cool for you and your husband, both Bulgarian, to bring a piece of home to the States and then have the response that you've had. I mean, obviously you run a business. I know it's not easy, right? And to make that decision we talked about a little bit about this too, of you're making brandy that does not always sell well in even America. I mean, there are pockets of brandy consumption.
Yes.
But, walk me through that calculus of, you're making something that you're prideful. How much of that is, well, we have to balance this out with, we make a vodka, we might make something else, or are you solely invested in your brandy? Our
main product is brandy. Mm-hmm. We have, I think, 7 at this point, 7 different kinds. The vodka... Yes, the vodka came out as we have to have something to sell fast and something that would go in bars or restaurants.
Yep.
But also, the vodka was a decision of us not wanting to waste anything. Because what we do is after we are done with the brandy distillation, we take the mash left in the still, we re-ferment it, and we make vodka. So all our vodka is made from fruit.
That's
Either
awesome.
It's peaches, plums, grapes, figs, and it's very smooth, it's very sippable. I think it's better than grain or potato vodka.
Yeah.
You don't have to mix it to kill that burn. And we distill it twice through the columns. So it goes through 12 plates.
Yep.
And then another filter before we bottle it. So it is really pure.
That's so cool.
So one of the reasons to have vodka is because, we can reuse that fruit and make it into something even better.
Yeah.
And then get that whatever's left after the vodka, give it to the local farmers to feed their pigs, so nothing goes to waste.
I love that. I love that. One of the things that maybe for the uneducated or people who don't, or the uninitiated, for Eastern Europe, you obviously think of vodka. You think of Russians and vodka.
Yes.
That's the graphic that has been propagandized to Americans for how long, right? Good or bad, it is what it is. Russians and their vodka and the cold Siberian winters.
Yes.
Is vodka big in Bulgaria? And if so, is it the way that you're doing it, where they're not wasting anything, they're making a lot of fruit vodka, or is because I had no idea that brandy was so big in Bulgaria.
Yes. Vodka is big. Mm-hmm. Yes. I can't speak to how people make vodka because when we talk about rakia or brandy in home distillation, people don't really home distill vodka.
Okay.
That's made by the big companies that sell to restaurants, bars for so I don't know what they use to make it. I don't think they use real fruit.
Probably
I haven't had much vodka when I was back home. I used to drink other things. So I think our rakia is better than our vodka back home.
Sure.
Yes.
So yeah, well, that's awesome. I love the fact that obviously you're not fully invested as your vodka being part of your story, but it is because it shows how well you use your product. You're not wasting anything.
Yes.
That's really cool. I love that.
The only historical thing about our vodka is the name 681. It's named after the year Bulgaria became a country. 681 AD
Oh, wow.
is when we were established. So we're older.
Yes. Yeah, well, we here in America have a long way to go. That's so cool. So tell me about the brandies you make. Obviously, everyone in America probably thinks, when they think of brandy, they think of Korbel. They think of grapes. They think of basically just a fruit fermented, rather than grain with whiskey, you have a fruit
Yes.
spirit. So tell me about what you make.
You can make brandy out of any fruit. Since we use only local farmers, we wanted to, find something here locally.
Right.
Right. So, for example, peaches. Peaches are everywhere. Of course, we'll make peach brandy. We wanted to make apricot brandy, but I can't find apricots in North Carolina, so this is on hold. So we have fresh brandies. So we have fig, peach, and the plum. In France, they call them eau de vie, which means water of life. And this is just clear brandy right off the still, bottled right away. The great thing about these brandies is because you bottle it right away, it preserves the aroma and the taste. There is no interference from the oak.
Right.
So they're very flavorful and very, very aromatic. They're really, really just peach in your face.
No, I love that.
Now, it's not your artificial sweetness.
Right.
Because we don't use flavorings.
Right.
This still here is 270 gallons.
Okay.
So we make everything small batch. You see, it's a small still, small batch. But in this small batch, we use 750 pounds of fruit. So you can imagine 750 pounds of peaches. We have to process them, ferment, and go in there.
Yeah.
And from that, we get only about maybe 45 gallons of alcohol. Wow. So it's not much, but it's packed with aroma and flavor. And of course, we have these aging right now. We want to have them fresh and aged so people can see how the spirit develops and how the flavor develops.
Right.
But this was our first summer distilling. That's why we have only fresh ones. The other ones are still aging.
Very cool.
And then we have grape. I have two grape brandies. One is Scaparnon grape, and the Scaparnon is the North Carolina state fruit. It's a type of muscadine grape. It's bronze goldish color. It's very interesting. And they don't pick it like regular grapes. They shake the tree and it just falls on the ground. That's how they pick the grape.
Oh, wow.
And it has an incredible aroma.
Yeah.
And we wanted to distill something to have a spirit dedicated to North Carolina. So we said, why not Scaparnon grape?
Right.
And my other grape is Muscat, or some people know it as Muscato. This one we dedicate to Bulgaria because it's very popular in Bulgaria. It's a symbol of very high quality rakia. When you say Muscatova rakia, that's a really good one.
Sure.
So two types of grapes, but very different in flavor. And the reason you see immature on the label,
Yeah.
as much as I don't like that word, we couldn't get around that. The TTB, the Tobacco, the Alcohol and Tobacco Trade Bureau, they have a rule about grape brandy. Not any other fruit, just the grape. If it's aged less than 2 years, it's immature brandy. So in order for me to not have immature on my label, I have to have this in oak barrel for 2 years,
Really?
which I will in 1 year. But for right now, because it's aged less than 2 years, I have to call it immature brandy. Nothing's wrong with it. You'll taste it. It's beautiful. So even if we keep it 1 week in a barrel or 18 months, it will be immature because it's less than 2 years. So that's why I have this word on my label for everybody, who is wondering. Nothing's wrong with it.
It's very immature. That's weird.
Yes. And some people say, maybe if I drink it, I'll be immature. It depends on how much you drink.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, you give me 8 drinks and I might be acting pretty immature.
Yes, so that's the only reason.
Wow.
And some people ask me about it. It's the rules.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
welcome to America. We
Yes.
have
We have
weird,
rules.
We have weird rules.
Yes.
Well, I'm always fascinated as I travel and talk to people in this industry, what weird laws pop up. Being from Wisconsin, where it really is the Wild West when it comes to alcohol, you can buy your Everclear at a Walmart. Here in North Carolina, you have to go to 3 different stores to get 3 different things. It is what it is.
Yes.
And there's pros and cons to that. I'm sure as a distillery, it's easier for distribution for ABC state, but it's harder to break into direct to consumer markets and sell just right to someone's front doorstep. And those laws might be changing down the road, but things like the TTB making you label something less than 2 years old only for your grape brandy, that's just odd to me because if you make a peach or a plum brandy,
Yeah.
they aren't immature.
Yeah. It's just fig. It's not immature.
That's weird.
Yes.
I wonder why that is. And it might be one of those
Yeah.
things where it was like written in 1890 and no one has cared to change it.
Yes. Maybe. The thing with TTB is that you would call them today and you'll ask them a question and they'll give you an answer. And you'll call them tomorrow with the same question. You'll talk to somebody else and they will give you a completely different answer.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I don't have an answer.
It's all legal interpretation stuff.
Yes.
Which is a whole other show we could do, just law of alcohol.
Yes.
Tell me how much of that was a learned process when you guys started this business did you understand how much regulation and red tape and permits and things that existed and how helpful was North Carolina to letting you start? Was that a barrier to? Did you realize, oh my God, what did we get ourselves into legally?
We had a lot of those moments. Yes. The first step was to apply with the TTB for the federal permit.
Yep.
And they approved us in 5 days, which I think is a very quick turnaround.
Yeah.
So we were so excited. I was like, wow, 5 days, we have the permit, we can start upfitting this building. And after that, nothing was easy. Everything was uphill. It's difficult dealing with the state as far as time. Sometimes it takes a long time to get an answer or to get a permit, even though you've provided everything. So it is difficult, but I think all distilleries know that.
Yeah.
We were just not prepared in a way that, you start paying rent and you have all these bills coming up. You want to start distilling and selling, but you can't.
Right.
So it was challenging, yes.
Do you think if you had a crystal ball, would you have still started? That might be a hard question. I'm always curious because it is a passion and a love that you do and you get into it. And then once you're in it, you
Yes.
pull either small business loans or you get into doing the thing. You kind of just got to do it anyway. But had you
Yes.
known all of the barriers to entry that the state would have provided you because of alcohol being a regulated industry, would you have been like, screw this?
I don't know. I can't answer this. Maybe in 10 years when I have $1 million in my bank account, I would say, sure, yes. But right now, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know because it is very challenging. It's
Yeah.
stressful. Yes. And that reflects in everything you do.
Well, and that's why I love talking to people like you in a small business craft environment, because at the end of the day, you are making something that you love. You're
Yes.
you're not mass producing something just to make a quick buck. You're not in this to be rich and famous. Now, if that becomes a byproduct, awesome.
Right.
And I hope that I'm your first interview that puts you on that path to being famous.
Yes.
But it's a craft of love and hard work and TLC.
Yes.
And I think that shows in the product. The fact that I can sit down with you and try your product with you makes it taste better to me. And this isn't a big corporate monster with a PowerPoint. You don't have a boardroom in this building.
No. No. It's really, it was really born out of love.
Yeah.
And we keep going, even though it's hard. We keep going because we are dedicated to what we do, and we see that people like it, people love it, and some bars here in Monroe already sell it and promote it and make cocktails. They buy several of my brandies. So I believe, and I could be very naive, but I believe that brandy will be on center stage. I think people will discover it, and they will love it, just like they love whiskey. I truly believe in that.
I love that. I hope you're right.
I hope so.
Hey y'all, Allan Cogan here with Crafted Conversations. If you want to support the show and the mission of sharing the stories of craft, head over to buymeacoffee.com/craftedcombos. I'd really appreciate throwing a couple bucks my way to help me pay for travel, the equipment that I use, the time that I spend editing, all the software that I use. I really appreciate any support you can give me. And if you can't afford a couple bucks, at least give me some feedback or go over to your YouTube and subscribe or follow us on Spotify. Anything helps to make sure that we share the story of craft and give these small business owners a little limelight and get them out on a platform that really showcases what they're doing. I can't do this without you guys or your support, so I would really appreciate you pitching in and helping out. So I'll see you out there, and I really appreciate it. Cheers.
Obviously, I don't think anything's going to take the full limelight away from American bourbon. Bourbon is bourbon. It is what it is.
Yes.
And I like bourbon. I'll drink bourbon. But I do hope that brandy. I also love rye. I hope rye makes more of a splash.
Yes.
American single malt right now is getting its heyday. They have a new designation and whatever. But brandy's one of those that has kind of been escaping American craft for a long time.
Yes.
And every time I find a craft distiller that primarily is making whiskey, they have a brandy, but it's just like a little fun side project, and it's so good. And make more of it.
Yep.
But I also understand that, and you had mentioned this, that the yield doesn't always make sense for the cash register, and so it's a lot cheaper to buy a bunch of corn.
Oh yeah.
And because you're going to get a lot more bang for your buck. So,
oh yeah.
But that leads me to a question I asked you off camera. I'm curious about: have you and your husband given any thought to making something else just for fun, throwing your hat in the ring to an American single malt with barley or a bourbon, just to do it? Or are you like, nope, there's enough on the market, or making brandy?
There is enough on the market. So no. Plus, to make whiskey, we have to have other equipment too, which,
Yeah.
we're not going to do now. We want to bring our culture, Rakia or Brandy. Our side hustle is the rum, just for fun. We try to make rum. That's it. But the brandy and the vodka, that's the main things.
Okay.
So no whiskey for me. No other competition, everybody. Don't worry. We're not going to have a whiskey. One more on the shelf. No. Just brandy.
Okay.
That's what we do.
Well, like I said, as a brandy lover myself, I love that. I appreciate that. Yeah. But I also appreciate that as a whiskey lover, because I think that there is a little bit of an oversaturation going on. And I ran into that conversation quite a bit with people who make whiskey. And it's hard when everyone makes it, but then you also have the big competitors. I'm trying to think. The only real competitor you have in the brandy market really is, like, nationally, Korbel. Other than that, there aren't that many big players. In whiskey, you have your Buffalo Trace, you have your Jim Beam, you have Jack Daniels.
Yes.
So, I don't know.
Well, I think when it comes to brandy, it's not really the competition. It's that people don't know it and don't appreciate it.
Ah, yeah.
If people love brandy, they will come and buy it. But they will also buy Korbel, right? Just like somebody will have 5 different whiskeys on their shelf.
Right.
So it's about knowledge. It's about people knowing it. It's about educating them.
I've encountered a couple people, even in my inner circle, that didn't know that cognac and brandy are the same thing. Cognac is the same. It's in France.
They are and they're not.
Oh, you're gonna educate me.
Cognac is brandy,
Yeah.
but it can only be made in the Cognac region of France.
Right.
I cannot make cognac because I'm in North Carolina.
Right.
Right. But so cognac is brandy, but not every brandy is cognac.
Right. But it's one of those things, I think, marketing wise, and I wonder if that would, and we talked about this a little bit before we sat down too, is Rakia, people don't know what that is. I wonder if it would be fancier if you named it Rakia and you got, oh, I got this Rakia. It's really good. And then someone's like, that's just brandy, right?
Right. Well, a lot of people here who come from Europe, Russia, Ukraine, Bulgarian, around, they know what Rakia is.
Yeah, well, of course.
Yes, but and some Americans too. I've had some comments on Facebook from Americans who say, "Oh, I've been to the Balkans. I've had Rakia. It's great." Right, but the mass population, they don't know what it is. So I think if I say we sell Rakia, people will be like, "What is she selling? What is that?
Right.
Do you eat it? Do you drink it?" So we have to market it as brandy, and then on our website we explain what it is. But if I try to sell a Rakia in the ABC store,
That's a good point.
I don't think it will sell.
No one knows what it is.
No.
One of the things I love too learning about a small business like yourself is the amount of play you have. You and your husband are your own bosses. Do you have another person like a distiller or anybody, or are you guys just doing everything yourselves?
Just us.
That's awesome.
And my husband has a full-time job.
Okay, well, good Lord.
Yes.
Good for you guys. Really a labor of love. But you guys are your own bosses. You don't answer to anybody except for each other. And which, by the way, doing a business with in a marriage, kudos to you, because it really is born out of love.
Yes.
And lots of probably argument. But that's great. But how much room you guys have to play. You can do what you want. Obviously, you want to be able to sell things, and you probably know what your sellers are. But at the same time, you also want to make things that you enjoy and you want to play. I know one of the things you have in the front here is aged on French oak.
Yes.
And I'm curious about how much of that you're doing, just playing and experimenting.
My husband loves to experiment. So he would go to a farm to pick up, let's say, figs or plums. And the owner will give him something. Like, hey, take this. So one guy gave him 5 cantaloupes. He's like, oh, I'm going to make brandy. So he comes home and he chops them, right? He puts them to ferment. And now we have cantaloupe brandy. We have, outside here, we have huge mulberry bushes. He just went out, picked some. He's like, I'm going to make Rakia with that. So we have some aging in a small barrel right now. We have, somebody gave him blackberries. So he made blackberry brandy. It's like he loves to try. He did watermelon.
Okay.
I haven't tasted that yet. I don't know if it's good or not. So he plays, but he plays on his small still. It's like 5-10 gallons.
Sure.
The French oak, these two are limited edition. They were aged in small 5-gallon French oak barrels, so they're very close to cognac.
Yeah.
Very smooth, exquisite. That started as an experiment, but went into, hey, let's sell them. They're so good. So that's why limited edition, because we have only a few barrels, and we get that once a year. We get it out of the barrel. So we love to play, but at the same time, we don't have much time to play, especially him. But we experiment with different fruits. Yes, we experiment. We have rum aging in brandy barrels, so we'll see how that will turn out. We'll have aged vodka maybe next year. So we experiment, but at the same time, I don't want to have 20 different types on the shelf because people would not know where to start.
Yeah.
And they will get confused. Even now, I have nine available. And when somebody comes in for a tasting, they can taste up to 6. That's, again, ABC.
Yeah.
How much you can pour a person.
Right.
And they don't know, how to choose 6 out of 9. What if they don't taste something they would really love? So how do you guide them? And my husband always has these ideas of, let's do this type of brandy and this. And I'm like, we don't want to confuse people.
Yeah.
And you have only 24 hours in a day. So let's keep it somewhat simple. And then Maybe next year or in 2, when we have people working for us, we'll have more time, we'll play. But right now, let's stick to what we do best.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you had made mention of 2 that really throw me off that I've never even heard of or thought about would be watermelon brandy and cantaloupe brandy. Just seems so odd to me. And the spirit nerd in me, there's a reason I do this show. It's because I'm not an alcoholic. I enjoy drinking. But I like trying weird things.
Yeah.
I like collecting weird stuff. The whiskeys that are aged in the weird barrels. And those are fun to me.
Yes.
So cantaloupe brandy, to me, I would want to try just because. But I know it probably wouldn't sell like a peach brandy or an apple brandy because that's a very common flavor that everyone knows they like.
Yes.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's one of those things that, like you said, once you have probably a lot more time and resource, and maybe
Yes.
at some point when he's not working full time in another job,
Yes.
I want to see a full flight cantaloupe brandy.
From fresh to aged.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Good for him. He loves new things, and maybe we can have the cantaloupe one as our summer brandy.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Or those are probably like something you would probably curate for a specific cocktail.
Yes.
So you have plum, you have peach, you have
Fig.
Noticeably missing to me is apple brandy. Have you done an apple brandy? Because that's probably the most common brandy.
Yes.
Fruit brandy.
And that's why we're not doing it. Because it's very common, and another distillery in North Carolina distills apple brandy, and they also do strawberry brandy, I believe.
Oh.
And I don't want to do anything that other distilleries around me do.
Okay.
Yes.
That's fair.
I want to have flavors that people can't find everywhere.
Yeah, like cantaloupe. I'm kidding.
Or mulberry.
Is there a fruit that you want to do that you, not your husband who's the experimenter, but is there something you're like, I want to have this on?
Apricot.
Oh, that's right. You said
Yes,
that.
but I can't find apricots here. So if anybody watches this in North Carolina or South Carolina
Yeah.
and is a farmer and have apricot trees, please call me. I need apricots.
That's fair.
Yes.
So you have the fig and the what's the other one that's aged?
So these two, the limited edition, we have fig and we have muscat.
Okay.
Now, so they were aged in French oak. These two, the two grape ones, the two immature ones, the babies, they were aged in American oak bourbon barrels.
Okay.
So whiskey lovers appreciate them.
Yeah.
Because it's a bourbon barrel.
Right. You get that oak
Yes.
flavor.
Yes.
And then have you tried aging the plum yet?
Yes. The plum, the peach, and the fig, all of them, I have barrels aging right now.
Okay.
As I mentioned, it was our first summer, so we didn't have time to age them and put them on the market.
Right.
But yes, it's just a matter of when we will take them out and bottle them and put them on the market.
Do you have a target date, or are you just when they're ready? You taste them all the time and see.
When they're ready.
Yeah.
We haven't decided yet. We have a batch of peach and plum, and we're still thinking what to do with it. Age it, bottle it, what should we do?
I know that's a big thing too in the spirits industry right now, especially with whiskey, is that age sells. Mm-hmm. The misconception that older means better. Older doesn't always mean better. It usually means more expensive because obviously more time has gone into it.
Yes.
And resource.
Yes.
But I'm sure you're gonna. Maybe have you put a barrel away that you're not going to touch? This is going to be our anniversary barrel in 10 years that we're going to crack open just for fun.
No, not now. But we do have the grape ones aging because 2 years to be called a brandy. Yes.
Mature. You better name it just mature.
Mature brandy. Yes, that's a good idea. Let's see what the TTB will say about that.
Yeah.
You cannot have mature on the label.
Yeah, that's for 8 years or older.
Yes.
Is it a goal though to down the road have something that's just super aged?
Oh yes.
There's
Yes.
25-year-old cognacs out there that are just delightful.
Yes, of course. But we're still so new that if it comes to that, I will have to bottle all of my barrels. We just we're still not known that widely, so we're trying to be out there. But if at one point we start selling out everything, we'll have to start bottling the barrels.
Yeah,
So we'll see. It's a good problem to have.
it is.
We'll see.
It is.
Yeah, but definitely we want to have one that's 5-10 years, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, I would like to try a couple things.
Of course.
Because I really, like I said at the top of the show, I love brandy. And I'm so happy to be here. And I'm so happy that you're making brandy. It's refreshing.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I would suggest starting with the peach then.
Yeah, please.
So again, fresh, not aged. You will have that subtle sweetness of peach.
And by the way, your tasting glasses are just beautiful.
Thank you. They are traditional Bulgarian ceramic glasses. They were made in Bulgaria for us. And we're very proud to have them and not just have a glass,
Yeah.
shot glass.
Right.
Yes. The patterns are traditional. We also have clay pottery that we use for cooking or plates. So it's we use a lot of clay in Bulgaria. This was baked up to 1,000 degrees 3 times in a special oven. So they're beautiful and they're a piece of home. So everybody who comes in for a tasting gets to keep one.
I love that.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Yes.
All right, so peach, right?
This is the peach.
No, it smells amazing. Ooh, that is a peach just bomb in your face. That's good.
And the thing about the fruit brandies, they're unique because, for example, take the peach. There are so many different types of peaches.
Oh, sure.
So each batch tastes a bit differently. For example, we have one batch that is only white peaches. So that would taste a bit different than what you're having right now.
Right.
Yeah.
That's another thing too that I love about small batch is that by definition it'll be different every time.
Yes. Yes.
You're not a mass produced same color, same everything. It is
Yes.
just it is what it is.
Yes.
Wow. Well, I'm a fan of that. I'm a peach brandy fan. There's a distillery back home in Wisconsin that makes peach brandy that I love.
Okay.
I'm also a big apple brandy fan.
Okay.
Just apple brandy on aged for 3 or 4 years is great.
I'm sure.
But I talked to a distillery in Milwaukee. I told you about them before. They're one of my favorites. Great Lakes. They make a banana brandy.
Oh.
Because banana is the most fermentable fruit. The sugars, for whatever reason, are just the best to ferment. The yield is absolute, just horrible. You're not going to make much. You have to buy a lot of bananas.
Yes.
But the sugars ferment really quick. But it's just a little small 350 ml bottle they sell just for fun.
Yeah.
It's just a fun SKU, and it's phenomenal. But they put no marketing or anything into it. But it's great.
Wow. That's
So-
interesting because bananas are not juicy.
Yeah, right.
Yes. That is very interesting.
And it just tastes like bananas. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not. It's. I'm trying to think why they did it. There's a story behind there. It's somewhere, but I'm gonna have to tell them about the cantaloupe because they might do it.
Why not? I mean, it's a lot of chopping, and cleaning the seeds out.
Right.
But, for everything else, we have machines. So we have, we do it by hand, obviously, but for the peaches and the plums, we run them through a machine that takes the pit out.
Oh.
And we're left only with the skin and the juice.
Right.
The fig, we run through a different machine, something like something like a meat machine that grinds it.
Oh.
So, you don't have to do it by hand because they have to be smooshed to release everything.
Right.
And we can't have the peach and the plum pits because they give bad taste.
Yeah.
So, we use machines, but it's still manual labor.
See, that's another good point. That a lot of people don't understand how much goes into the glass they're drinking. That manual labor of a fruit brandy even escapes me sometimes. I didn't realize how much goes into that. And does skin on fruit matter? Does some skins on some fruits add? Obviously, cantaloupe don't have that skin.
Yeah.
But
Well, for the grape, so we have two grapes. We have two different machines. Because Cabernet is different than Muscat. So the Muscat, like almost every other grape, comes on a little stem.
yeah,
Right?
the vine.
The vine. The Scabernon, it doesn't. They shake the trees, the Scabernon falls on the ground, and they pick it. So the Scabernon runs through a different machine that will just mush it. The Muscat runs through a specific machine made for grapes that detaches the grape from the vine. Because we can't have the vine in. Again, it will change the taste.
Right.
So we pretty much have a machine for each fruit, but it's still physical. You have to lift the box, put it in, then clean it, and it's all labor. It's all physical. The machine is just there to help us a bit and speed up the process.
Right.
So yes, a lot goes into that little glass.
So if you're looking for a good workout routine, start a Brandy distillery.
Yes. A lot of peaches.
Yeah, I bet. Well, cool. So the peach is great. I'm really excited about your fig, though.
The fig?
The figs. I'm a fig fan, just the fruit itself, and
Yes.
so this is interesting to me.
We love figs. We were having a hard time finding figs, and then we found this farmer in South Carolina, and he has, I think, something like 4 acres of fig trees.
Wow.
And we couldn't believe it because figs are not very common.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has a tree here and a tree there, but nobody can give me 750 pounds of figs, right?
Right.
Twice a week. And this guy was like, yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah.
And he had more than we could buy. And he was like, do you want more? Do you want more? I'm like, no, we can't afford anymore. But we had a good run with him this summer. And I am so thankful for finding him. And again, figs are different types. There are over 100 types of figs.
Yeah.
So each batch will taste differently.
Right.
But this one is very aromatic.
Yeah.
Just the fig will stay with you for some time after you drink it.
Do you put the batch numbers or types of peaches or figs on the bottle, or you just don't worry about that?
No, we can't worry about that.
That's a lot of extra labeling approval.
Yes.
TTB. That's cool. I look forward to trying the French oak. That's unique flavor.
Yes.
That's very unique. I gotta ask you, what's your favorite? What's your baby?
The fig.
The fig.
Yes.
I had a suspicion.
Yes. So since we actually have a few fig trees in our yard, and I mean, we just eat them, right? We eat them, I make preserves with them, I make pie with them. And then when we started making fig brandy, and I mean, figs are expensive.
Oh, yeah.
So we're like, man, that's one expensive brandy. So my husband, of course, being an overachiever, he said, we are going to plant figs in our yard. So he started buying fig trees, or, you can have a tree and then have a little branch and plant that to start a new tree. So we had about 5 fig trees, and this year we have 52 fig trees because he keeps planting them, and our yard is full with fig trees now, and he keeps going. So maybe in a few years we'll be buying less figs and sourcing from our backyard.
Wow.
Yes.
That's pretty great. That's really local.
Yes.
I mean, I guess that solves your scalability.
I know. I mean, his dream is to buy land.
Yeah.
And have our own building and farm.
Sure.
An event space.
Sure.
So why not down the road? But for now, our backyard.
I love that. Oh, man.
And he buys different types, right? So we have, like Celeste and Chicago Hardy, and they're so different. And it is amazing, the shape, the color, the taste. It really is amazing, the variety of figs out there.
Yeah.
But not many people know about them. People know fig Newtons here.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Pretty much.
Yes.
And as an American, I can tell you that's true. 100% true. Yes. I guess I wouldn't even know where to start. What have you found the fig type that makes the best? Is there a yield? You know what I mean? Like yellow dent corn makes the most bourbon.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is there a fig that just is that this is the best bang for your buck when it comes to making it, or flavor?
No, we haven't really researched it.
Yeah.
Because one batch usually mixes several different types, and you just need it to be juicy. You want that juice.
Right.
That's why I was curious about the bananas.
Yeah.
But yes, you just want it to be juicy. You want it to be ripe. That's the main thing. You want it to be ripe. A lot of farmers have offered us frozen figs. We'll never use frozen. It's nothing like a fresh fig. And I've tried. I put a few in the freezer to see.
Yeah.
There is no taste. There is nothing in them. We cannot use such thing. We only use ripe. And when I talk to a new farmer, I always stress I want them ripe. I don't want them, green, because then you can't get any sugars out of it.
Right.
And that's why we are so seasonal, because we can only distill in the summer when we have peaches, plums, and figs, and in the fall when we have the grapes.
Got it.
In the winter, we have vodka and rum to make. So our summers are busy.
Yeah. I love it. Because I just had the fig, I would love to try the fig on oak.
The French
just to
oak.
see the comparison.
Yes.
Because that is...
So limited edition, again, this was aged in French oak small barrels. When you age something in a small barrel, because of the ratio surface to liquid, wood to liquid, it causes faster aging, accelerated aging,
Right.
as we call it. I couldn't put that on the label, again, per TTB.
Yep.
They said there is no such thing.
Yeah.
But we know there is.
Yes.
So this one it was in a small barrel for about 5 to 6 months, and that equals a year in a big barrel.
Right.
So we have a year-old brandy for half the time.
And the color alone.
The color is beautiful, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
Yes.
While you're pointing that out, I want to ask you if you've heard of the business called Modern Cooperage.
Maybe.
This isn't a plug. I met him at a conference, and it's just really interesting, and it's something that I would explore if I was a small upstart, because it's a 70-something gallon steel drum, like barrel, and you have several options to control climate, to control pressure, and then inside there are a bunch of slots to put in barrel staves.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, and
yes.
you can churn it, you can fully control it. And it's a cheaper way of having barrels. Like if you want to have a Japanese Mizunara wood, which is very expensive to get a full barrel of, if you just want to get a couple staves, you churning that in the spirit makes it about the same surface area as a barrel. Now the faux pas is that, well, it's not traditional. You know, obviously that'll never be a bourbon. You can do finishing, but it's not a bourbon. It's not traditional oak barrel in a rick house. You have to do it that way. But I'd be curious if that would help with experimenting rather than having to buy a bunch of weird barrels.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
definitely. Yes, for experimenting purposes.
Yeah.
Definitely, I would love to try that.
Yeah.
And of course, if we find our favorite, we would love to buy more barrels. But we're old-fashioned in a way that we like to look at our barrels and how we stack them.
It's very aesthetic, right? It's part of your.
Yes, but for experimenting, yes, I actually wanted to get Bulgarian oak barrels because that would be amazing, right? You have Bulgarian spirit aged in Bulgarian oak. And the price was pretty much the same, like the American oak, but the shipping from Bulgaria to here, cost and time, it would take months for that ship to come from Europe to here, and it was not cost efficient maybe in the future,
Yeah.
but for right now, it's just American and French.
One of the things that's big right now is single malts, American single malt whiskey aged in Hungarian Tokaj wine barrels.
It's Hungarian oak,
And those are tasty.
I'm sure.
But
yes.
yes. Is there anything like what would be Bulgarian oak? Just like a white oak in Bulgaria?
Yes.
Are there any other types of Bulgarian wood that would be unique?
I think we only use oak.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, I talked to a person back home. He makes them, he sells them, but again, the shipping, just time and money. Not at this point. Maybe down the road.
Everything's about time and money.
Yes.
It's not fair.
I know. I know.
I have a 1-year-old at home, and time and money are gone.
Oh, yes. No time, no sleep.
No, not at all.
Yes. Yes. I remember those days.
Yeah. So this is aged for six. You said 6 months.
6 months in French oak, 5-gallon barrels.
Is there char on it, or is it just
3?
3. Okay.
Sorry, 3. Yes. The American oak too.
Yeah.
Now this is also higher proof. It's 89, not your regular 80, but it's still very smooth.
Is that proof just from being in the barrel? It upped.
No, we decided to do it this
Okay.
way. Yes.
Got
We
it.
wanted it to be higher than 80.
Well, that's actually a good question. I don't know. Are there rules for brandy for entry proof or off the still proof? Like there is for whiskey, I know, and vodka.
Right. So no, they just have to be. The minimum is 40 ABV.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the bottle.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the bottle. Yeah.
I love that. It's not like I'm going to sit here and tell you everything's bad.
I know.
That's terrible. No, that I think that is, and I suspected that would be my favorite because it's because of the uniqueness of it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
The fig with the oak,
It's
the
just so
sweetness from the fig.
Odd.
Yes.
Yeah, not
It's-
odd, but in a bad way. But
Yes.
yeah. Well, I look forward to cantaloupe aged in Bulgarian oak.
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe one day.
I'm just trying to give you and your husband ideas.
Oh, thank you. I think we have enough.
Well, let's wrap up with one final pour. And what do we have left? We have the grapes,
Well-
or you tell me.
I think it has to be 2 pours.
Okay.
I love when people
twist my
try
arm.
the Muscat. So they're both Muscat, the same grape. One American, one French oak.
Oh, I see the aged.
So you can compare.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yes.
Let's do that. Twist my arm.
So this is the American bourbon barrel.
Okay.
American oak bourbon barrel. Always new. We always buy new.
Sure.
And immature, aged only 3 months. So very young.
I love that. I know why it's immature now. That's so silly. And this is Muscat.
Muscat, yes. Very popular in Europe.
It's very smooth.
Yes. Yes. It's layered. You feel the sweetness coming to you.
Yeah.
Yes. Muscat, actually, fun fact, Muscat is the oldest cultivated grape. 4,000 years.
Wow.
Yes. It was actually in the Middle East where it grew, and then sailors brought it to Europe, and then it just took off.
Interesting.
Yes.
Did you know that before you started making it, or did you learn all of that because you?
I learned all that.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
It's a fun byproduct of starting a business.
Yes, I learn something every day.
Yeah. Like how many figs there are.
How many types?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's so cool. It's very buttery. It's very lasting on the tongue, and it's a I know because you said you don't add any
No.
flavors or sugars or whatever.
We don't add anything.
There are a lot of products out there that have that sticky sweetness that you can just tell it's just like a corn syrup, whatever.
Yeah.
This has that sticky sweetness, but in a good way. It's not like a fake, right?
It won't give you a headache.
Yeah, right.
Yes. Yes. Yes, no colors, no flavors, nothing.
I love that.
So this was the American, and now you get to taste the French. So this one is the same deal, 5 to 6 months in small barrel, equals about a year.
Sure.
Still immature though,
Okay.
still baby.
Was that your first go at the 6 month in the small barrels?
Yes.
Was it just the time was right? It was ready, or you didn't have the time to let it keep going?
We wanted to take it out of the barrels because the figs were coming in, so we can distill and put more figs and more muscat in them to refill them.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
for brandy you can reuse the barrels.
Right.
So if we didn't take it out, we had to wait until next year. And we were very curious to see what it will be like.
Okay.
Yeah. So next batch will be probably a bit old, aged longer, maybe a year.
Sure.
I'm thinking.
Sure.
Yes.
Do you want to put those in 55-gallon, like normal size barrels at all, just to let it see? Because there probably will be a little bit of a difference.
Yes, because of the French. Yes. We're thinking about it. Interesting. We can't find French oak here.
Really?
Not many companies sell French oak barrels. So it's more of a matter of finding them. We found this company with the small barrels. We're like, let's get a few, see what happens.
No kidding.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I keep asking you about what the experimentations and things because I'm just so excited to see different brandies do different things, the different flavor profiles, the different barrels, all the weird things that you can really do.
Yes.
So
you have to come back when we take the peach, plum, and fig.
I will. You're not that far from me, so I will be back. Yeah, you're just south of Charlotte.
Yeah.
What's Charlotte? 30 minutes, not even.
Yes, we're
Yeah.
very close.
So
Yes.
I have friends in Charlotte. I'm in this area all the time.
Okay.
So I'll be back. Ooh.
This is again 89 proof.
Yeah, that French oak. I love the flavor profile of French oak so much more.
Yes.
The other one's great, of course, but that French oak influence is so complementary to the sweetness of fruit brandy
I agree.
on both the fig and the grape, the muscat.
Yes. I mean, maybe down the road we'll only have French oak. Who knows?
Yeah,
You know?
it's a thing. Wow. Well, thank you. I think my favorite is still the fig and French oak.
The fig and French oak. Yes.
I'm not just saying that because it's your baby.
Well, we love the fresh fig. We just love the fig as a fruit.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Anything fig.
Yeah.
We love. But yes, French oak definitely makes a big difference.
That's so cool.
We don't. We have an online shop, so you can buy it online, but we don't sell the limited edition online. It's like a special deal only when you come in.
Okay. But hey, you got to have something to bring the people.
Yes.
I love it. Well, Kate, I have to commend you and give you kudos because you and your husband are making brandy. And that is the best part of why I'm here is because you're making brandy. I love brandy. I love to see a craft distillery do something that is kind of out of the norm.
Yeah.
And probably something that most economic advisors would say, hey, you should probably make a bourbon. I'm glad you're not. I'm glad you're doing this. I'm glad you have the Blood, Sweat, Tears TLC into some great, great product. And it has a story. You guys are from Bulgaria making Rakia.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
Yes, we love our history. There is so much history, and we bring our heritage. We of course at home we speak Bulgarian. Our son goes to Bulgarian school.
Oh, cool.
On the weekend.
Yeah.
So he goes to 2 schools. He loves it. So we celebrate Bulgarian holidays. We are Bulgarians. We are here, but
Sure.
we're only so many kilometers from home, right? It's all in our heart.
I love that.
Yes.
Is there a proper or traditional Bulgarian phrase like an American cheers or a German Prost?
Cheers is na zdrave.
Na zdrave.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Kate, na zdrave, thank you so much for this. This is an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Of course. I'll be back.
I hope so.
Cheers.
Cheers.
If you enjoyed this episode, I'd really appreciate a follow and share on social media, subscribe to our YouTube, and be sure to give us a rating and review on your favorite podcast platform. Everything you see and hear is out of pocket for us, including travel. If you support our mission of showcasing the amazing stories behind these small businesses, do me a favor and head over to buymeacoffee.com/craftedconvos. Buy Me a Coffee is an awesome way to help creators like me with simple one-time donations or a monthly contribution. Every dime goes into giving these breweries, distilleries, and more some much-deserved limelight. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out. Cheers!
A special thank you to our supporters, The Bar Book, Distillery Products, and Virtue Feed and Grain. To learn more, please visit www.craftedconvos.com